Hello and welcome. This is Pam Carruthers of Healing Stars, and I'm talking today about the full moon on the 19th of March. It occurs at 18:10:02 minutes in London, Universal Time. I've given you a chart here which is whole signs for the house. I've done this so hopefully you can see where this lunation occurs, where the planets are, in what sign they're in, and see also, of course, your relationship to this just by finding your sign and counting around and seeing then where it affects you. What is very important is that this full moon is at 28 degrees of Virgo, opposite the sun there at 28 degrees of Pisces. And this actually is the second of what we call supermoons. There are 6 of them this year. And a supermoon is very powerful. It affects the electromagnetic field in the earth at that time, and the magnetic field is also very powerfully configured here, because we also have the nodes of the moon. That's the south node of the moon there opposite the north node of the moon, and that creates what you can see as a square. It's a very tense aspect when you get a whole cosmic cross. That's called a cosmic cross, because the nodes of the moon, the north node at the moment, is travelling backwards through Sagittarius into what we call the galactic centre, the sun's sun. And this is a black hole, but it's also a place of the unknown, the unseen, and you could also, I describe it as a womb. It's also, when it's strongly configured as it is here, gives us all the ability to connect with some higher consciousness, to channel, for want of a better word. Now this is a very, very important full moon, because Virgo is all about healing and being in the body. It's a physical sign, an earth sign, and the sun is in Pisces, a water sign, emotional sign. And of course, what have we seen over the last week but incredible outpouring of grief, of people suffering in Japan, and the after effects were still going on. We still are caught in this very tense time. The sun here, 28 degrees 47 minutes of Pisces, is right at the end of Pisces, and in 3 days' time it will join Uranus. It will come together, 2.5 days really, and that is right on the spring equinox. It's almost exact at the same time. The equinox, of course, the spring equinox is equal day, equal night. That's what equinox means. Having Uranus and the sun together can create genius. It's the higher mind. I know someone very well who has this combination in his chart, and he is absolutely a creative genius. It also, though, can mean huge unpredictability, and the sun does represent leaders, so we can expect or pray that leaders keep their cool at this time. I say that because Mars is also in Pisces. It has been very close to the sun, and it is still close, it's still there. And in Pisces, Mars is weak. So when a planet is weak, it can behave badly. And there's like men behaving badly. In this case, we're talking about troops, or officers, but anyone in charge of others in a military sense comes under the aegis of Mars. We also, in this chart, we have it's such a difficult energy to comprehend, but we do have some healing coming in. We do have Chiron and Neptune together. Chiron is also now in the sign of Pisces, which is about compassion, and of course the world has been showing huge compassion, huge outpourings towards what is occurring in the people in Japan. The Virgo energy for the moon is saying to all of us to clean up our acts, to look at our diet, look at our nutrition, look at our health in our daily habits. That's what Virgo represents, daily routines, what we do every day. And in doing that, we are helping healing ourselves and also healing the planet at the same time. Thank you for listening. This is Pam at Healing.